What is up, FPG fam? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Now, in today's video, I wanted to talk about GOROU'S specifically because I see a trend with these 4 stars and I don't know if I'm liking it too much. Now, of course, I want to get your guys' opinion down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about these new 4 stars, specifically Kujou and now Gorou. Now, I think I spoke about this previously in a video, but I wanted to speak about Gorou because we've got a look into his kit and what he's going to be doing a little bit, and of course we got to test it in practice and see how it works. But I wanted to talk about this because I see this trend where they're leaning towards, and miHoYo I'm speaking about, is leaning towards what seems to be like mono teams for elements. So what do we know about this character? Well, he's a Geo element and he's going to be a bow user. We know that as a fact. And then if we take a look at his kit, everything that he's doing basically is just buffing your allies if they are of the Geo element, right? So we have a character that is going to be buffing your team, which is a great thing, a great supporting capability, but it requires you having Geo element characters on your team as well. And then depending on the amount of Geo element characters you have, on how many buffs you're getting and the types of buffs that you're getting, right? And so Gorou doing that is dependent on the amount of Geo characters that you have in your party or in your team, which is absolutely fantastic. And especially if you're a Geo main, you know, this is what you're wanting for your element specifically. But the thing that I'm not too keen on and what really throws me off, and I just died, that's great. What I'm trying to say is that Gorou, if you're a Geo main and Geo's your most favorite element, then Gorou's a godsend, right? He's exactly what you want for your element specifically, and he's going to be helping out your other Geo teammates really, really well. And this is great for Arataki Itto that's going to be coming. It's all good stuff for the Geo element, and that's nice and all, but the thing is that if you, let's say for example, you're not a huge fan of the Geo element, but you love Gorou a lot, the thing is that in my opinion, and let me know your guys' opinion, is that I think outside of buffing the Geo element specifically, he's not really that useful outside of that, from what I can see on paper. Let's say, for example, there's a scenario where you don't want to use any other Geo characters. You just want Gorou and then the rest of your team. Let's say Kazuha, Eula, and the Raiden Shogun, for example. What is Gorou doing in that team? He's essentially useless in that team. Because think about it, and unless you're going to be a Gorou main and you're going to buff Gorou to the best of your capabilities and you want him to output damage, Gorou's not really going to be your damage dealer. He's a character that you're obtaining to be able to support your team. But the only thing he's really doing is buffing your Geo characters that you're running alongside him, which is heavily favoring running a Geo mono team. And that's my only problem that I have with Gorou, is that he's very specific in that scenario. So if you don't have, and this is the problem that I have with Kujou. The reason why you don't really see Kujou that often, unless you have, you know, another Electro character running alongside her, because that's what she's really there for. That's like her main usage, especially if you have C6. Once again, I have to use Gorou in practice to see what he's really capable of. But what I see they built him for is for a Geo mono specific team, or at least have one other Geo character running alongside him, preferably Arataki Itto. That's the reason why he was probably designed in the first place. And the only real super benefit that I see is that you're always going to have a Geo Resonance, which is one of the best Resonance in the game, if not the best Resonance in the game. So you're always going to have Geo Resonance going for you if you're using Gorou to what he's intended to be used for. But outside of that, let's say for example you don't want another Geo character to be run alongside. For example, you want to do, you know, a Venti, Klee, I don't know, and Child as a team, just throwing out examples. And then you really want Gorou because Gorou is your most favorite character. I think he's just going to be essentially useless in my opinion. And that's my whole thing with Gorou that I'm just not a big fan of, and I'm not a big fan of the way they've been doing these 4 stars as of late outside of Thoma. Thoma is universally good because he's not specific for an element. he just provides the shield for anybody. And I think that's going to make Thoma super relevant on any team you put him on. You can create any team you want, and Toma's going to fit because of that reason, because he's not specific to an element. But like Kujo Sara and like Garou, especially, they went above and beyond with Garou in this sense, is that, you know, if you don't have another Geo character with him, then what is he really doing? If you think about it, if you're not using Garou, if you're not using other Geo characters with Garou, you're not going to be using Garou. Garou's going to sit on the bench until you decide, okay, I want to now use, you know, my Geo Mono team. But I don't think, unless you're like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not paying attention. I'm getting one-shotted. You're never gonna use Garou's gonna sit on the bench. Big. With Garou's elemental skill, what he's doing when you add Geo party members is not broken. That's the thing. I understand if like he was giving like crit damage and crit rate increase and all this stuff, but he's not. He's just providing increased resistance to interruption. He's providing a defense bonus, and he's providing Geo damage bonus. I don't see anything broken with that, so I don't see the need to have to then, you know, gate that behind having Geo party members. I think it's just too niche in my opinion. See, I don't think every support character needs to be Bennett level, right? I don't think that's necessary, because Bennett is just in a class of his own when it comes to support. But I don't think they need to make it this niche, or this specific, I should say. I think Garou would have been fine if it didn't require the Geo character, you know, requirement, I should say. Now, you know, is it the worst thing in the world? No, I don't think so. And that's why I want to get everybody's opinion. I want to know what everybody else thinks about it. I'm just not a huge fan. Do I think it's an issue or a problem? Not necessarily. I'm just not a massive fan of the way they're going about it. And the reason being is because of what I stated earlier, is that Garou, if you're not using other Geo characters, he's just going to be on the bench, sitting there, until you decide you want to use other Geo characters alongside him. You know, for example, I'm feeling Ning Wang today. I'm gonna use Ning Wang. Okay, now Garou's, you know, you can now bust out Garou. But if you're not feeling any other Geo characters, like you're not feeling using Noelle, Ning Wang, or anybody else, then, you know, I'm about to die again. Hold on. Where's the heals? I need to get in the heals.
Time to go.
Oh my gosh. I need the heals. I can't die again.
Time to go.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm going in there. I'm going in there. No! I'm gonna die. What's the death counter at? Anyways, guys, that is my thought on the topic. Once again, let me know yours in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, once again, go ahead and drop a like. Supports the channel tremendously. If you want to support even further, go ahead and click the link in the description down below to GG Subs. Gamer Subs, the sponsor of the channel. You can get 10% off everything in the store using code Further Beyond Gaming at checkout. So directly supports the channel, means the world to me. If you also want to join the Discord, a link will be in the description down below. We're going to be putting out an announcement for something extremely exciting. I think it's going to be the first thing ever that has happened in the game of Genshin Impact, which I'm super excited about to announce. So make sure you join the Discord so you can get that official announcement. And I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody, and I'm out. Bye, guys.